Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome to 62 Days to Success on the 7th day of this month. How exciting. I'm going to wait just a couple minutes before we get on so that people can find it and people can jump on. If you are watching live, say hello so that I know you're here. If you are watching the replay, comment replay so that I know you are watching. Hi Alejandra, hey girlfriend, say hello so I know you're here. Hey Angela, Ophelia, I'm trying to see all the comments because as they're coming in, and I have both of my screens on because sometimes my comments don't come up and I don't want to miss any. So hi Christiana, hi Janice, hi Patricia. And if you know me, I kind of get squirrel, so I'm gonna try to answer questions as they come, and I want you guys to ask questions. I'll introduce myself shortly, but I want you guys to ask questions while I'm on because when I go back, hello from Georgia, Whitney. I love Alpharetta, Georgia. That's one of the places we're thinking of retiring. Where are you from in Georgia? Hey Janelle, hi Caitlin. So yes, as I'm going, please ask questions. If I miss it, if anybody knows the answer, hey, chime in because we're all leaders here. Even if you don't have a team, you are still a leader and you still have wisdom. So go on and share it. But if I miss it as it's going, you guys, hi, Julie. Just make sure, just know that I will come back and answer your question. Hi, Audrey from Wisconsin. Hi, Lori from Cali. Hi, is it Kaylee? I think it is, right? Hey, Coral. So I'm going to wait one more minute before we get started. Albany, Georgia. Nice. I love Georgia. I've been there about 4 times and I love it, love it, love it. I'll introduce myself shortly, but if you're watching the replay, comment replay. I know this is going to stay in the 62 days to success. That's hard to say. It's kind of come out a different word. So I was saying it earlier to my husband, and he was like, oh, you're going to do a training? I'm like, yeah, the 62 day. And the word came out wrong. Success came out wrong. You can just picture it, right? Anyways, okay. Welcome from Quebec, Georgia. Okay, nice. I've never been there. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in because it is a weekday. We are in the middle of the week, and I think I have 30 minutes, which is really hard for me to do because I love to talk. I love to train. Let me rephrase that because I don't like to talk. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Edith. I don't like to talk. I'm actually a quiet person, and you wouldn't know that by my trainings, but anybody that knows me outside of Sensi, I'm pretty much to myself. But anyways, okay, so my name is Rihanna Franco. I'm Superstar Director of Squad Goals here in Whittier, California, and I got some of them on here supporting me. Thank you, Squad. It means so much to me that you guys are here. So yeah, first and foremost, before we, Quebec, Canada. Okay, nice, Julie. Welcome. What time is it over there? You guys are like way ahead of us, right? I'm geographically challenged, so I have no idea. I'm just going with it. Okay, so thank you to the admins for having me here. It means a lot to be able to come and share what I have learned and what has worked for me and my squad. But yeah, hopefully any of this information helps. Feel free to take what you want, spit out what you don't want. It's 9:03, so we better wrap this up for you. 9:03 p.m., Julie, or a.m. You guys aren't that far ahead of us, right? You see, I'm not kidding when I say I'm geographically challenged. Okay, so thank you to the admins for having me. Okay, 9:04 p.m. For having me. It's greatly appreciated. I'm humbled, I'm honored, and I never take it lightly to be able to share across the board with Sensi because, hey, we have over 1 million consultants now, right? So, yeah. Anyways, okay, so before we jump in, I just wanted to say I love, love, love this program. When I first seen it being announced, I looked into it and I was like, you know what? I love this because the checklist that these ladies have created in here is a basic checklist. And some people may have been like, oh, that's basic. You guys, never forget to go back to the basics, especially when your business is struggling or you feel stuck, which I'm going to talk about in this training. Never, ever underestimate the power of going back to the basics because the basics is what you build your foundation on, and what we should be like going back to all the time. And I like this level because when I first talked to Jamie, when we were talking about me coming in and sharing, I asked her, oh, is it only leaders? And she said, no, it's everybody. And I love that even more. Why? Because I don't want you to ever feel like, oh, I'm this level. I want you to shout out, what level are you at? What title are you at? And please do not say I'm only this, because only nothing. We all started out at essential consultants. So don't put only in front of your title, because that title means really like nothing. But I'm saying it to say this, that this group has everybody from essential consultants all the way up to superstar consultants. That's huge. And what does that say? That says that basic foundations need to be taught and need to be repeated and need to be consistent. So shout it out. We have certified with Ophi. We have star with Edith, star with Lisa. You guys, director with Lori. That's what I mean, you guys. We have every level in this group, and I am so excited to be able to have a group or be part of a group like this. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in now, right? Because I think I used like 6 minutes of my time just rambling on, but I wanted you guys to understand how important these checklists are from every single level. You never arrive to where you don't use basic checklists. Please always remember that, okay? Because yeah, don't ever forget that. All right, so who's excited about this program? I know I am. It'll be August 1st, will be 4 years with Sensi, okay? What does this program mean? I want you to understand that what this program is not first. This program is not woohoo, ta-da, I finished my checklist, I'm done, I never have to do it again. That is not what this program is. So when you pull out your checklist, I have mine here. When you pull out your checklist, I have to post mine today. It's never like, oh, I'm going to throw this away now and on to the next. This checklist is going to be your heart and soul, to believe it or not. And we're going to dig into that. What it is, it's teaching us consistent behaviors. Okay, consistency, I don't want to jump ahead. Consistency in these behaviors is what's going to lead to you to success. So when you join this program and you thought, oh, I'm going to do day 1 through 62, and then I'm going to be successful, and after that I move on to something. No, this is going to teach you how to make this a habit, and this is going to teach you how to be consistent, because without consistency, you're going to get frustrated, and we'll talk about that in a second, okay? So what it's not is a magic pill or a magic program that's going to get you to superstar director in 62 days. That's not what it is. It is something that's going to help your business be successful for the long run and for the life of your business. That's why I love this so much, and that's why I was so excited to come in and share. And I kept telling Jamie, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our checklist, right? The very first thing on our checklist, oh, you know what? Before I jump into that, I almost forgot. I want you guys to take a step back. Let's put the checklist aside for a second, okay? Even though that's the main thing we're going to talk about. I want you guys to sit back, and every single regard, every single wall you have up, every single thing that has given you fear or kept you from stepping out, I want you guys to put that before you right now. Okay, I want you to think about it as I'm going to say these next few things to you, because these things are what's keeping you at bay and what's keeping you from stepping out and doing the hard things, which this isn't hard, but sometimes when we see it, we're like, oh, and I'll talk about it in a second. I was listening to Bob, I think is how you say Heilig, that's his, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's a podcast, and that's some of the things that we do on our checklist, right? I'm very big on motivational speakers. I'm very big on uplifting, seeing others succeed. I'm big on that. So this guy's really good, and he ties in faith. If you're a believer, he ties in faith with that. But he did a podcast called Stuck Has Become an Excuse. Stop saying you're stuck. And it's episode number 242, and I'll share it after in the comments. I'll post a picture of it. I want you guys to open your mind tonight to what I'm going to say in regards to the checklist. I want you guys to put down your defenses. I want you to put down every single excuse. Oh, but no. Oh, but stop. Put it down. Those who know me, I'm pretty straightforward. I don't mean it rude. I don't mean anything like that, but I don't sugarcoat anything. We don't have time for that, you guys. There's no time for sugarcoating. I just go in. So please don't take offense when I come in for you. It's out of love, and I wouldn't be here wasting my time if I didn't care that you succeeded or not. There's so much room at the top, and we want you there. Okay? So have you ever said, maybe this isn't for me, when you struggle, right? Maybe this isn't for me. Girlfriend, boyfriend, it is not a coincidence that you found Succes or that Succes found you, or that you came across somebody that introduced you to Succes. It wasn't a coincidence, okay? And it wasn't a coincidence that you decided to jump in. When you feel stuck, or when you feel discouraged, or when you feel fearful or whatever like that, yes, Diane, me too, girlfriend. When you feel that, just know that feeling comes from a seed of greatness. Okay, if you didn't care, you wouldn't even be worried about it. You wouldn't feel stuck because you wouldn't freaking care, right? You care, and that's the thing. There's greatness inside of you, but you have to let it come out, okay? So you're here because you want that greatness. You are in 62 days to success because you want greatness. You want to find your way out of being stuck, or way out of being in a position where you're not sure how to get out of where you're at, or how to promote to the next level, or how to get your business, whatever. You're here for whatever reasons, but you're here because you want to grow. Okay, so that tells me there's greatness in you. When I'm looking down, guys, I'm looking at my notes. Don't use feeling stuck as an excuse. Okay, some of us will be like, oh, I'm stuck. I just can't. I've tried everything. No, you haven't tried everything, first and foremost. Or you've tried things before and put them on the shelf and never used them again. Just because something doesn't work in one season doesn't mean it's not going to work in another season for your business, okay? So you may have said, oh, I've done all that checklist before. It's not going to work for me. I've done it before. Put your guard down. These ladies know what they're talking about because they have done it and it works. Work the plan because the plan works, okay? Don't resist fear, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. Don't play small. Stop playing small. We'll get into that in a bit. Don't let being stuck be your default setting where you stay here like, I just can't get out of this funk. I can't get out of it. Don't let that be your default setting, okay? If you feel stuck in your business, that just kind of means there's an area where you're not growing, or you haven't opened yourself up to what's next beyond that feeling of stuck, beyond that feeling of fear where, oh, if you try this might work. Oh, but this scares me. Okay, that's all that means. We have to stop being scared to fail. Okay, some of these things on here, and I hope you don't mind, person in this group, I won't mention your name, I don't think you will, but I had a conversation in my group with one of my teamies yesterday, and I have a frontline focus type of group where I work directly with my frontline. I'm hands-on with them, and I train them, and I challenge them to do a direct ask, a straight ask. I'm not going to go too deep into that because whole nother subject. And she said, oh, this one scared me. I was scared to do this challenge. And I was like, scared of why? Why are you scared? And she said, it was just scary. So I said, you're still alive. None of them answered her, right? Some of them ghosted her. Some of them said no thanks, but she was still alive. She didn't die. It was amazing. So we have to understand when we begin to feel our failure and accept it. And you know what? Reaching out and somebody saying no can look like a straight up failure, and to where you adapt it and say, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm a failure. No, we learn from our failures. What can we possibly learn from somebody saying no to us on this checklist when we reach out? What can we learn? We can learn that it's nothing personal and that we're not going to die. We can learn the confidence to keep asking, that there's a yes and a no. You know what I mean? So don't let failure keep you at bay. Failure is the secret to success. And I'm saying all this because, again, I want you guys to keep an open mind when I go into the 62 days of success intentionality with the checklist, okay? Do it scared. I posted something, if you follow me, every time I do these trainings, you guys, I don't care how many I do, I get nervous and I get scared. Like, oh, what if they don't like it? What if they don't like me? It's just a natural human reaction. But you know what? I feel it. I embrace it, and I say, here I go, and I jump in. If I was too scared to come on and share, or if I let fear grip me, then I wouldn't have the team that I have now. I would have never stepped out. We are 750 plus deep. We're almost to 1,000. That's our goal. But that's what I'm saying. There's greatness if you step out, right? And I'm saying this again because I don't want you guys going through the motions of this checklist. It's very, very, very easy to go through the motions of this checklist. And once I get into it, you're going to understand what I mean. Lean into your fear, embrace it, and jump right in because there's greatness on the other side. Okay? Fear will never go away. Your fear will never go away. You will just become a little bit more bold. You will become more confident. You'll learn how to deal with fear instead of letting it cripple you because it paralyzes you. And it's weird because you'll be stuck. It paralyzes you to the point where you feel stuck, but you're not actually stuck. You're just scared to step out because of failure, because you might not want to be told no. You don't want to be rejected. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I'm going to keep saying that throughout the 62 days. Who cares? Okay? Because there's so much that you learn from a no, more than you learn from a yes. All growth lies on the other side of fear. So stay open, okay? Now that you know what that fear is part of it and that we all feel fear and we have to learn to embrace it and to lean into it. Now that you know that, there's only two options. You're either going to do it or you're not. But if you're not going to do it, stop complaining, okay? And I say that in love. You don't have the right to complain if you're not going to do what it takes to get you out of the spot that you're in right now. Or if you're brand new, you don't have the right to complain if you're not willing to step into the things that your sponsor and your director and your superstar director, all of them are challenging you to step out because all of this stuff works. Trust your sponsor, trust your director, trust your superstar director, your star director, because they're telling you things that they have done that have worked, just like the 62 days to success checklist, right? We got to focus on doing the right things because you're not going to grow just by being in this 62 days program. You're not just by being here, you're not going to grow. Okay, let me just tell you that you're not going to grow unless you focus on the things that are going to help you grow and actually put them into action. Okay, you need to have a plan. And what's your plan? This is the plan. Let's dive in. Let's dive into the intentionality of this plan. God, I'm already at 20 minutes. I don't know if any of the admins are watching, but if you are, can you give me an okay if I go over time a little bit? I should have asked before. Anyways, let's jump in. Okay, so let's talk about the checklist. So the number one thing is check our news tab, right? Checking our news tab. What are we checking for? We're not just going in and being like, news tab, okay, I seen that, on to the next. We need to be intentional with this news tab. What are we looking for when we are checking our news tab? Number one should be our product status list. That thing is updated. Do you have customers that have been waiting on a product that's out of stock? Or do you have customers that are looking into certain bars or whatever, but they've been out of stock, or a warmer that's been out of stock, or laundry that's been out of stock? If you have a customer that asks you, oh, do you know when this is coming back in stock? Write it in your planner. Write it in your notes. Write it somewhere wherever you keep track of stuff. We need to make sure that we're not just waiting for them to ask again, because either one, they're going to forget, or number two, they're going to go find it from somebody else that they see at an event set up. Oh, this girl has it. My Scentsy girl didn't let me know it's back in stock. Right? Use that product status list when you're checking the news tab. That baby is right at the top. Okay, how about LTO information? When we're checking the news tab, we should be looking at that LTO information. Don't just, because Harry Potter was posted last week, don't take it lightly. Go back and look at a couple of things that have been posted recently. Refresh your mind so that you can become an asset to your customers so that this information is flowing from the top of your head. Are we going to memorize everything? No, but the more educated we are and the more informed we are, the better consultant we can be to our customers, and the better leader, if you are a leader, you can be to your team. Okay. How about when you're checking the news tab, the pre-order, the emails that have been sent out to redeem the past LTOs, right? The Sebastian, the Lady and the Tramp, all the stuff. Keep up with all of this stuff on the news tab, you guys. How about when they put out hours of operation and they're saying we're going to be closed this day from this time and this time, and then you're like, oh, I'm calling customer service, but nobody's answering. Yeah, girlfriend, it was announced. Hello. Use your news tab intentionally. Do not just go in there, scroll real quick, and then head out and then mark your checklist. No, don't do that. Look at what's on the news tab. Look at what's on the product status list. Go into your text. Go into all the customer history and look what's coming back in stock. And then if you have your customer order, I'm not going to get into how to do that, but you can look at what your customers have ordered. I'll post it. I'll post it in a little while. I don't want to take up too much time. I'm like trying to speed through. You can go and look like, oh, they ordered da-da-da-da, and this is back in stock now, this bar or this room spray or this laundry, and send them a text and say, hey, I don't know if you're stocked up, but hey, this just came back in stock. I just wanted to let you know. Let me know. I can put an order for a 3-pack for you, a 6-pack. Be prepared. Intentionality with that checklist. Next, watching the training videos. Okay, so that's number 2 on our list for our checklist, right? How many of you guys honestly have watched the trainings? Let me just say this. I was going to do a different training. I was going to talk about self-accountability and self-motivation and da-da-da. But Jamie, Melanie, and Shannon have done such a great job on their trainings because I watched all 3 of them. I just sat back and I'm like, she talked about that. She talked about that. There's no need for me to go over it again because they just clearly put it. If you guys haven't watched the trainings from them 3, Jamie, Melanie, and Shannon, you guys really need to. These trainings are something that they do because they know it works and because they want to feed into your business. They're not bored. It's not like we're bored and we have nothing else to do, so we're going to jump on 62 days to success and train. No, it's because we want you to succeed, and we're taking time from our families and our friends and our children and our own jobs to come on here and watch. And train. Look, make the time. Do the worst thing you can tell me, and my team will vouch for you, is I don't have time. Nobody has time. Your time is not more valuable than my time, and my time is not more valuable than your time. Time is something that we will never get back. So how are we using it? Are we using it watching Netflix and binging? Hey, I'm guilty of that sometimes too, but when my business is done and handled or I need a mental break, yes. But are you binge watching Netflix? Are you just scrolling through Facebook? That's not going to enhance your business. It's not going to further your business. It's not going to make you money. It's not going to build your team. Please do not ever say to your sponsor, to your director, to your star director, to your superstar director, to yourself. Most importantly, do not say to your, I'm getting close because this is like passionate. Do not ever tell yourself, because that's the only person that you're lying to or trying to convince. Do not tell yourself that you do not have time to watch these trainings or to complete this checklist. If you don't have time, why are you in here? What they said from the beginning is no excuses, and I am 100% for that. Yes, things come up. Yes, there's going to be days where you kind of fall back a little bit and then you just jump back in. I get it, but don't make excuses, okay? Make time. When you're driving in the shower, Jesus, Lord, help me. When you're driving in your car, when you're taking a shower, when the kids are napping, wherever that there's a phone, where there's a speaker, you put your podcast on, you put your trainings on, you put the stuff on. What are you listening to? Are we listening to Cardi B? Are we listening to all the stuff that's not filling our spirit and filling our minds and growing our brains? Yes, I love music. And I have music on throughout the entire day, but also I make sure my podcasts are on. I make sure my trainings are on. And you guys, when I'm driving, I have my podcasts on. And guess who's in the car with me? My daughters. Their brains are getting filled and they don't even know it. Like today I was driving home from getting my manicure and I had my, Sherry, that's hilarious. I had my podcast on because I was kind of refreshing. And then my daughter was listening and she goes, oh my God, He said that, Mom? Oh my gosh. And that's a seed planted in my 13-year-old's head. That's a seed planted in my 17-year-old's head that just started day one of her college into a cardiovascular sonography school. And she's reaching for the stars. Plant the seed. They're not even knowing. You're listening to your podcast because you're trying to build your business, but you're building your kids as well. They're never too young to listen to this type of stuff, you guys. Sorry if I'm just passionate. I'm not angry. I'm just passionate about it, okay? Take notes. When you are watching these trainers that come on here, take notes. Rewatch. Go back and feed, because there's not always, certain things are going to stick at certain times. If you watch something, you're going to be, hear something different next time. Like, oh shoot, that stood out this time, right? Put it into action. Be a sponge, but you also have to be able to wring out and use your sponge. Don't just take it all in and then don't do anything with it. Like I said, you're not going to grow by just being in this group. You're going to grow by applying what you hear in here. I don't know who else is on the lineup for this month, but I'm sure it's great. And I can't wait to watch and listen and take notes and replay and drive in the shower and all the stuff. I can't wait for that, you guys. Be open-minded to everything you hear here. There might be things that maybe don't relate to you in this season that you're in. Doesn't mean that it's not going to relate later, or that it's not going to work for you because you've tried it before. Try it again. You're not going to die if you try it again. Oh, thank you, Teresa. It was a gift. Okay. Next thing, motivational posts, podcasts, and reading. We touched a little bit on that, but it's very important to keep our minds growing as business owners. You may be in here and say, well, I don't consider myself a business owner. Okay, you don't have to. You don't have to consider yourself a business owner. This may be a hobby for you, but if you want to keep growing, educate yourself, because it's not just for this business. Listening to podcasts and stuff like that, it's going to expand your ways of thinking in life. It's going to expand your ways of understanding, your listening abilities, your coping mechanisms, the way you speak. There's just so much in podcasts, you guys. Don't tell me you don't have time for them either, because then you're going to make me mad. We have time for them. Make time again. Cars, nap, when you're in the car, when the kids are napping, when you're working out, instead of playing the pump up music that gets us going, put a podcast on and see how inspired you feel when you're done with your workout, and you're going to be like, I'm ready, let's go, let's freaking go, right? Pick your favorites and listen to them. I have a few favorites. One of them is the Bill Heigl. I don't know how to say his last name. Bob Heigl, the Trent Shelton. There's a lot of them. The ones that they shared on the post, you guys, those are my favorites. And I added, I think, one or two that I listened to. Stick to your favorites. You don't have to listen to everybody because everybody else posted that they listen. If you don't like Trent Shelton's, then don't listen to it. If you don't like Bob Heigl's, don't listen to it. Pick something that relates to you. Okay? Hi, Connie. I love Trent Shelton too, Kaylee. Damn it. When I'm reading people's names, I sound it out. But I know we've already been in contact with each other, so I don't know why I'm acting brand new. Help me, Lord. Okay. And reading books, you guys. Some of us may not be readers, right? Who's not a reader in here? If you're not a reader, give me a thumbs down if you're not a reader. I understand not everybody's a reader. I freaking love reading. I have a whole list of books back there that I sit in my little massage chair, and then I'll put it on and I just turn everybody. Kaylee, see, God, girl, I have issues. Forgive me. I'll sit back there and I get my book. I turn my diffuser on. I put my eucalyptus oil on, and I make that time. I'm a reader, but maybe okay. So Connie, you're not a reader. Guess what? That's okay. You don't have to be a reader to listen to books on audio. Brittany's not a reader either. Get your books on audio. Amazon. It's super cheap, and then if you do a subscription for something, I don't remember what, but it's free, or you get some amount free. Caitlin, you're not a reader. It's okay. Have you guys tried books online? Books on audio? Because, hear me out, just because you're not a reader does not mean that you do not get to expand your mind. Not everybody has either the attention span for it, the desire for it. some people, it's just not in you, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you're bad. Doesn't mean you're not a good leader. Doesn't mean you're not a good consultant. Nope. You just got to figure out a different way to get this knowledge into your brain and into your heart so that you can begin to flow about it, right? Yeah, there you go. With Prime, you get audibility. I knew that it was something, and da-da-da-da. Yeah, maybe you can't focus. Maybe you need quiet time. Teresa, make your quiet time. I love that. Thank you for pointing that out, because some people say, I can't because I have kids. I can't because this. Okay, your kids don't stay up 24 hours a day. I mean, some it feels like it, right? What does that mean? Stay up a little longer. Stay up 20 minutes longer. Read a chapter. Get that wisdom into your soul, because these, you guys, reading books, listening to them on audio, da-da-da-da, whatever, however, that counts. That counts as a check mark. Be intentional. Don't be just checking this stuff off and posting a picture of yourself, because you're only lying to yourself. Your business will reflect your growth as a person, and as a leader or as a consultant will reflect. Don't be pencil whipping this thing, because it don't help nobody, but it don't even help you, other than posting a picture, right? Moving on. Follow up with 5 customers. Have a purpose, you guys. Do not do this vaguely. Follow up on what? Recent orders. Are you sending happy mail to your people? Follow up text. Project broadcast is something that I use heavily. Maybe do it on Fridays and send thank yous. However works for you. When it says follow up with 5 customers, don't just be like, hey, do you need anything? That's not follow up. That's a text. That's just a text. How about your spring summer customer list? Go to reports, see who's bought what, view the sales reports, product history, select the discontinued bars that are going away, and see who ordered them. I'll text. I'll comment how to break it down, how to find the report if you don't know. Capitalize on the season that's at hand right now. We have all these bars leaving us at the end of the month and selling out as we speak, right? Intentionality with this follow-up. Another thing, talk about Scentsy Club to them. Make sure hey, girlfriend, I know you said you loved cotton cleanups, and I know they're always out of stock, but guess what? You can get them through your Scentsy Club. Even if they're sold out, you'll still get priority. Do your customers know that? That's follow-up. If they buy Clean Line from you, if they buy Laundry Line from you, hey, did you know that you get a discount through the club? Why not? You don't even have to host a party to get a discount anymore. Follow up with intentionality. How about following up with those 5 people by saying, because some of you guys may be saying, I don't know how to follow up, and that's okay. It's a learning thing. You don't have to know how. Not everybody's, nobody comes into this business an expert. Let me just say that. So don't ever think that. When you're looking at the greats, when you're like, oh gosh, I wish I can be like that. That took time. That took years of practice and stuff. So stop comparing yourself. Just do one day at a time. How about reach out in a follow-up, email, text, DM, whatever, and ask them, hey, I know you're really into fruity scents. Would you be open to me sending you a couple samples of some Clean Line? Guess what? Because now you may have some customers out there that only buy fruity because they don't want to invest and spend money on some bars they may not like. Send them some freaking samples on felt, because it's summer and everything's melting in the mail. Right? You're expanding new product to them. You're following up with them. Okay? So intentionality on these follow-up. Don't just text people. Don't just text 5 people. Hey, do you need anything? That's not follow-up. That's just a freaking text asking people if they need anything. I don't need anything. Let them know what they need. They need cotton cleanups. They need to be in Scentsy Club. They need the discount. They need access to the bricks. Okay? Next, posting on social media 3 times. That's the next little box, right? Yes. What are you posting? Are you posting stock images? My squad knows I despise stock images, and they're good for LTOs and stuff that we don't have in hand, or we don't have pictures for on Pinterest or Google or whatever. Your team may share pictures. If you're posting stock images 3 times a day, I can bet you that people have tuned you out because you're selling like a commercial, and nobody wants a commercial when they're on Scentsy. On Instagram, we get enough ads as it is, right? Make it personal. Even if it's a stock image, I tell my squad this. Do something that makes it stand out, because people are scrolling and they're probably seeing the same image 205,000 times, right? Make it yours. Be careful with the license items, because you can't put stickers on license images and stuff like that. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go to the FAQs in the workstation and read on it. But like the moment by moment collection, is that what it is? Yeah. Make it stand out. Put baby images on the newborn baby. Put a picture of your newborn baby. Put a picture of your family. Put a picture of you on your birthday on the birthday bar. Do something that stands out. Don't just post random stuff, okay? Random stock photos. Look on Pinterest, look on Google, make them your own. Add the stickers, they're free. Do reels, like Danielle said. Do subliminal posts, not salesy. What do I mean by subliminal posts? If I was to post maybe a screenshot of this training tonight, right? Snap, and I post it on my story, I'm going to say, I love being with Scentsy Squad, the Scentsy team. It's so much fun being able to work from home, right? What's subliminally in my background? Just my diffuser hanging from my macrame hanger that I got from Amazon. Oh, what is that thing that's in the background? Oh, that's diffuser. Girlfriend, let me show you. There's so many ways it opens up the door. And I'm not being salesy. I'm just saying I did a training tonight and had fun with my group. Right? That's called subliminally posting. Do it. Works. Educate your customers through your post. Show yourself cleaning out your wax dish. When you have that little brown oil on the bottom, take a picture of it. Do a live, do a reel. Say I'm cleaning out. I clean out my dishes every 2 weeks to a month. So I'll post when I'm doing it. Oh my God, I didn't know that you were supposed to clean the dishes. Yeah, girlfriend. You can do it with warm water and soap or whatever. When I clean out my diffusers, I show what I use, the white vinegar, and then I say clean out your diffusers once a month to keep it running smooth and high mist flow or whatever. Educate them, because look, when you do Wax Change Wednesday, when I am doing Wax Change Wednesday, I'll post what I'm changing my wax to. So what is that going to do? Remind people they need to change their wax. Then they're going to be, should I pose for a screenshot right now? No, I'll go back and do it. I'll go back and I'll screenshot. It'll remind them to change their wax, but it will also remind them once they are ready to change their wax, shoot, I'm running low. I need to reorder. Ding, right? Educate your customers through your post. You're doing it subliminally. They don't even know they're being educated. They're being schooled and they don't even know it. They're being educated. Do it through your posts. You don't have to be like, on Monday, clean your diffusers. No, make it fun. Educate them. Show your family fun times. It doesn't have to always be Scentsy. When it says post 3 times on social media, I don't think they meant only Scentsy. They meant every single day, you guys, we need to be posting. We should not be surprising our people. Oh my God, what she post today? I didn't even know she was still alive. Oh, she's posting Scentsy? I didn't even realize she still does that. I didn't even know she had social media anymore. These people need to know you're present. They need to know you're consistent, and that's going to take posting every day. And it's not all Scentsy stuff. It could be when you're chilling at the softball field. I have softball family. It could be when you're at Universal Studios on 4th of July. It has nothing to do with Scentsy. It could be when you're driving and you're having road rage. It could be, just stay consistent. Post 3 times a day. I love that. I post on my stories way more than that a day. But on your grid, you guys, I would say don't post more than 1 or 2 times a day on your grid. Post the most memorable things that stand out to you on your grid. And then your stories, softball mom here, Sherry, woo. And then on your stories, you can go throughout your day and let people relate to you by your posts. Do not post 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all Scentsy, because then they're going to be like, maybe they don't relate to Scentsy yet. But maybe they'll relate to softball at the field. Maybe they'll relate to hot fried chicken. Maybe they'll relate to, you know what I mean? Don't post when you're driving. Girlfriend, I post like, I'm like road rage and my girl's like, Mom. And I'm like, Anyways. Do you get what I mean? That posting 3 times does not mean all Scentsy. That should probably be one of the last things that we check off at the end of the day, right? Unless you post 3 times in the morning, fine. I don't care. Post whenever you want. It's your social media. Okay? Oh God, I'm 10 minutes over. Okay, I need to hurry. Okay, ask 5 people to host a party. Okay, now this is what scares people. This is one of the things that I was talking about when you say it's scary to ask, because either they're going to ignore us, they're going to say no thank you, or they're going to say let me think about it, give me more information. Guess what? Any of those responses, you're not going to die. Is it uncomfortable at first? Yes. Don't take it personal when they ignore you. They might just not know how to answer you back because they don't want to, and they don't want to hurt your feelings, where feelings should not be involved. At first they are, but feel it. Like I said earlier, embrace it. Feel it. Feel all the way like, oh, ooh, you know, we feel like sometimes our family and friends should say yes, but they don't. It's not horrible. You're not going to die. It's all in our wording. And I'm going to be transparent with you right now. I'm struggling to book bag parties right now. My people don't want to freaking book bag parties because a lot of them, or bag packs they call them, or party packs, whatever you want to call it, they're going out of town. They're on summer vacation. They don't really want to deal with that. It's all in the wording, you guys. How we put it out there is huge. And then the wording that I chose and the way I approached it was different. And then I started booking the parties this week. Number one, the word party scares everybody off, period. Okay? There's so many different ways that we can party. We can do a backpack where we do our circles and our catalog and receipts or whatever. We can do bingo night. We could do sip and sniff. We could do friends night. We could do a Facebook gathering. Sorry, the helicopter. We can do a coffee date with some girlfriends or their friends. Caitlin, yes. I'm happy for you, girlfriend. Go. It's all in the wording. Hey there, so your favorites are leaving, girlfriend. Let me ask you this. Wouldn't you love to get some of this for free or half off? I know that you love Scentsy, and I know your friends love Scentsy. What if we can get you some of this stuff so you can stock up, and you just invite your friends to your Facebook, and then I'll talk about all the stuff, and I'll show them all the stuff that's leaving. No ice cream man today, Tabitha. It hasn't passed by today. I think it's actually, yeah, that's actually, now I'm like, where's my ice cream man? Send a text asking their favorite items in the catalog. And then ask them or get creative and say, hey, you know what? I'm trying to put a little flyer together. Which would you prefer? Does this look prettier or this look prettier? Oh, I love that warmer. Actually, you know what? Hey, what if we get you half off? Getting creative with the way we're asking for people to party with us is huge. That can be the difference of them saying no or yes. Have a bingo night on Facebook. Have a bingo night in your backyard by the pool or whatever, okay? Facebook gatherings. We do most of the work on Facebook Live, okay? Or a bag drop. Hey, what do you think? Can I drop off? Should I be able to drop off a bag to you on Wednesday or Friday? I'm going to be headed out. Kind of like plant the seed that they're going to do it, and then like they don't really have an option, but they do. You know what I mean? But it's on the wording. Don't give them a yes or no question. Hey, would you like to do a bag party for me? No, thanks, not right now. How about, hey, girlfriend, as you know, my business thrives on referrals. Can I drop off this bag on Wednesday or Friday for you to share with your girlfriends at work, or to share with your girlfriends this weekend at the softball field? Oh yeah, sure, Friday works. Give them that option, yes, but don't, would you like to? Because most are going to be like, no, I don't want to deal with all that. Talk like a normal person. If you text somebody and you're like, and you don't talk a certain way and you mention, so tomorrow's the big day. Scentsy is having 10% off. What a flash sale deal. Like, we don't talk like that, right? So if you send that to your person, to your customer, and you ask them to party with you, and they're going to be like, oh God, this sounds so salesy, or this sounds so commercial or scripted. Just talk like your normal self. If you don't use big words, don't use big words. They're going to be like, wait, what? Hi, Berlin. Be yourself, you guys. And lastly, post accountability. I'm way over, so I have to hurry up and finish. I could be on here all night with you guys. Post an accountability selfie. Now, I mentioned this earlier. If you're pencil whipping this, only you know. Nobody's going to come down from the ceiling and be like, you are lying about that. You did not really do that. Nobody's going to do that. You don't have the Scentsy police watching you do your 62 days to success checklist. When you post your accountability selfie, I pray that you're really, really doing this checklist. Otherwise, it's in vain, and otherwise you're not going to see results, and you're not going to be confident. This is meant to build consistency. This is meant to build confidence. This is meant to give you your solid foundation in your business so much that it comes naturally as you progress. There's that word again, right? Pencil whipping. To be able to post accountability selfie, that's a reward, okay, for our hard work. Some of us don't like posting selfies, and it's okay. I post selfies all the time. Lord help me. We should be rewarding ourselves once we do these tasks daily, because we're learning to celebrate the small victories that lead up to huge success. If you're doing these and you don't want to post accountability selfies, why? Just take a picture of your list then and fine. But celebrate that. Once you check off all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things on your list, post your selfie, and then give yourself a pat on the back, get a drink, whatever you want. Don't drink. No. Don't drink every day, because that's you're going to be drinking 62 days in a row. That's bad for your liver. Don't do that. Have a iced tea or something. It doesn't have to be alcoholic beverage. Like, Rihanna told me to drink every night. No, don't do that. That's going to build a habit. Don't do that. An accountability selfie, it's not just there for an empty box because they couldn't figure out what else to put, right? No, it's there because we need to be celebrating these small victories. We need to learn how to celebrate these small things. It's not bragging. It's not boasting. It's saying, you know what, Rihanna? You did an amazing job, girlfriend. Congratulations today on completing your checklist. It's going to put you one foot in front of another as you progress in your business towards your goals. You did it, girlfriend. Great job. Snap, post. That's it. It's not meant to be anything else than that. You're making forward movements, and you need to be celebrating that. Okay? You need some tips on doing a good live. Be yourself. That's the best tip I can give you. Be yourself. If you're shy, it's okay. Fumble over your words. Be real. Let people feel the real. Don't try to fit this mold. Oh, well, so-and-so goes live and she has her makeup on and she's so beautiful and she has all her product laid out. And no, sometimes I'm live and I look a hella mess. But that's my life. That's where I'm at. I'm on the couch laying out. I'm on the pool, in the jacuzzi. I'm wherever. I'm in my car having road rage. Go live, whatever's on your mind, and do it on a whim. Those are the best ones, you guys. You don't have to have everything planned out and scripted. The best lives are on a whim. Be yourself and just do you. Talk about what you know about. Fumble over your words. It's all good. I think that's the last of what I wanted to talk about. You guys, this checklist is here for a reason. Like I said, I was going to talk about something else, but the other girls covered it so well I didn't need to. There's no point. They said everything so greatly. And I mean, they're awesome. They're amazing. But then I started thinking about it. And I looked because I started checking off. And I said, okay, well, all this is the same every day. So it's going to be easy to just start, check, click, post it, done. How much thought are we putting into it? Put it in, guys. Get your intentionality down so that these 7 items become so fluent in your business that it builds a solid foundation that cannot be rocked, even in your toughest months. Even in your slowest months, like July may be. July may be a slow month, but what are you going to do about it? You're going to fold your arms and wait for August and have a bunk check in it from July? No. You're going to use these to make a plan for your business. Every single one of these items can be made into a plan. Your news tab, when you're looking for your news tab, make a plan of what you're looking for. When you're watching training videos, it doesn't even have to just be on here. Go on YouTube, you guys. Go on your team pages, wherever they're at, and watch the trainings. I don't care if they're 2 years old. Watch them. Your podcasts. Be intentional with what you're listening to, because it's going to feed your brain. It's going to inspire your soul. Follow up with 5 customers. Make sure you're following up with good information or good content, so they're not getting spammy texts. Post on social media with intent. Ask 5 people to host a party with intent, not just ask, hey, do you want to do a party for me? And then post your accountability selfie with intent and with integrity. Only you know, but your business will reflect it. Mark my words. You guys, thank you for having me tonight. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them. I'm happy to help. I will be posting some stuff in the comments. I went way over. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm sorry, Melanie. And I'm sorry, Jamie. I went way over. Sorry. Anyways, you guys, thank you for having me. If you have any questions, post them. I'm going to post some more stuff in the comments. Probably not tonight, because I'm going to go to Whiskey Wednesday tonight with my hubby and have some steak and wine. All right, you guys, have a good night. Love you.